Alright, jumping into today's NQ, or I guess MNQ. I just mainly call it NQ, but it's same thing, just lower tick value. So jumping in today's NQ aftermarket analysis. Going in today, I didn't really have a bias, but now looking back on it, um, I guess we technically were bearish because we broke structure on the 4 hour. We were bearish on the 1 hour coming into market open. But going into lower time frames today, we had a news data report. I think it was unemployment claims. Yeah, unemployment claims at 8:30, and then at 10 a.m. we had pending home sales. So, uh, obviously coming into market open, wasn't really looking to take a trade. Which I mean, but like as in before 10, which I mean I don't really usually do anymore. I realize it really is just better to wait to 30 minutes to kind of build structure. Uh, Unless like pre-market is showing something like structure based off wise, and maybe a little few minutes into market open, then I'll usually take something. But yeah, so we came into is this 9 a.m.? Yeah. So we came into this 15-minute for value gap. I saw us come up in here, and then going to a 5 minute, I uh what looked to me as kind of a buildup of an AMD model. I had it boxed out this morning, but we kind of have the accumulation period because when we had first opened, the action just it didn't look that good really, and so then I started to realize once we came up into here and we are like slowing down because we displaced out of this. We opened up, yeah, like nine. We opened up here at 9:30. We came up and then we kind of just have this like accumulation period, and then we displaced through up here. So this to me on the 5 minute looked like a AMD model. So we had the accumulation here. This looks to be the manipulation, and then I was getting ready for what looked like it would have been the distribution right here, going on to a lower time frame. How do I wish I could change it without to like disappearing all the way over here, but yeah, so we had the displacement down, which was kind of showing me like this might be the distribution. So we displaced down, we have this low right here. We come back up, tap in, break down, and yeah, it was right here. Let me turn this on too so I can remember. Or no, wait, I do have my executions on. Well, it's not showing my executions anymore because it is uh what do you call it? Night session. Yeah, I think that's why it's not showing it. Okay, yeah, I knew I should have probably recorded this a little earlier, but it's not showing my executions, I think, because now we're in aftermarket session. But yeah, I entered in right here once we displaced through this low again, which was giving me confirmation that we wanted to go lower. As soon as we tapped into this 1 minute fair value gap, I had entered, risking. I only went in two cons though, because again, just because like during this period of the morning open, the price action just looked so shitty. So it's like it looked like we were building the what do you call it, AMD model, but I wanted to have more confirmation to go in full size, which would be 5 micros. So I only went in 2 micros. I went in here, and then I think yeah, it was like the next minute after ended up getting stopped. So waited a bit here, and then I was targeting these equal lows down here, which it's kind of weird. I don't know, because like looking at NQ, I mean technically on MNQ that'd be considered relative equal lows, but I'm pretty sure on NQ, if I can find it here, yeah, these were equal lows on NQ, and I really don't know too much about that. I mean, they're literally supposed to be correlated. It's not like not supposed to be like with NQ and ES, where yeah, they're correlated to a sense, and they might have divergence, but I mean these are the same instruments just on a smaller scale. But yeah, so whatever you want to, I basically equal lows is what I was targeting, and we ended up getting stopped. And then I saw once we had, this displacement again through here, I figured if we weren't giving that AMD model that we were probably wanting to go higher. So we tapped into here and bounced back out. We had tapped into this 1 minute inverse, and this is where I had entered, targeting up to here, which I believe was a 5 minute. Yeah, it was. Let me make sure it's the right thing. Well, yeah, that was on the 5 minute there, but on the 1 minute, I just wanted to target these highs, which was also in another fair value gap here. And it was a good entry. I entered 5 cons. It was good risk to reward. Only thing is, which I never really do anymore, um, I rarely ever do this. And that was just cutting off early. We tapped in, or no, when did I even enter? See, this is why I need the labels. No, I entered down here. I entered into this inverse here. We had come up, and then I wanted to see these equal highs get taken at least, and then I would have moved my stop to break even. But we came up, we didn't even do it, and then we tap back into here, and I don't know why, but I had just closed it for break even, basically, like just above break even. Which again, I rarely ever do that anymore. I mean, it never really was an issue. It's just there's every once in a blue moon where I had that happen, which in this case scenario obviously didn't help out, because as soon as we had tapped into here, we ended up skyrocketing up, not only blowing past those equal highs, but then hitting what my take profit would have been. So far in the morning we were at one loss, one break even. So after that I realized, I'm just gonna get off and kind of take a break. So I went and got food, coming back into the PM session. I saw we were coming up here. I think we took out. I didn't have it marked. We kind of ran through this buy side. We created equal highs, ran through that, and then again we kind of accumulated right here, which is kind of given me signs of a reversal. And then also I didn't see it till a little after, but on ES, between ES here and NQ, we did have SMT. So yeah, we had an SMT forming, and then we came down, had displacement through it, broke structure, and I wanted to get into really the first retrace we had, which was this 1 minute fair value gap. We came down, created this low, tapped into it. I entered literally right here on this candle, somewhere around this area, and I I posted that video right before, literally as soon as I started recording, because I forgot to record right before. As soon as I started recording, we dumped down, then created this 1 minute fair value gap. My original target was I entered full position on here too, which was 5 cons. I did originally just plan on taking off 5 cons here, but I figured with the displacement we had, and I've been wanting to, I want to take a short in the morning, and I figured this was a good setup too. So then I took off most here. I took 3 cons off here. And then I noticed that we had a 5 minute fair value gap right here, marked out the 50% mark of it. Wanted to see if we could go through it. And depending on the reaction we had coming into it, I would either take full position off here. We literally dumped right through and then bought right back up. So I was kind of a little concerned if we were going to come down and come back into it. But if we did, I was going to take 1 con off here. We ended up coming back down into it, took 1 con off. And then after that, I had moved my stop to this above this high right here, and had left just 1 con for down here, and was okay with anything happening after that. That's basically it for today, though. Yeah, I'm very satisfied with today, and then I can't really say this whole week in general. This whole week's been kind of like iffy on price action and stuff like that, but just mainly the patience, I would say. And then as for today, and just in general, even though again I haven't really traded much this week because of price action, but today was finally like uh 3 trade day, which again I don't even really like to do. It's just I max I'd want to take is really two. It's just the fact that this one was a break even and or just above a break even, and our loss on this one was not too high since we didn't go full position. So yeah, I was pretty satisfied with this trade. The only thing again that I wasn't really too happy with was just the fact of taking off at break even, because if I would have taken this PM session trade today, we would have had 2 wins and 1 loss. I think we would have been up a total of like 500 with these two combined. But yeah, we're up 230 on the day on the combine account. And yeah, just again, really focusing on risk management on this account and really trying to use percentages to calculate my risk. I really focus on the profits. So far it's going so good. Happy with the results of just being more patient and just the risk management that I'm setting up for this account. And that's also again why I'm trading micros. Usually I've always traded regular, but I'm really focusing on the risk management, so that's why I've switched over to the micros. But yeah, thank you for watching this today's charting session, or not charting session, but aftermarket analysis. And yeah, I will see you guys in tomorrow's market analysis video.